Hello everybody, welcome to Excel video 330. I'm Nate Moore. Worked with a small practice that's hospital owned. The hospital is asking for all kinds of appointment related data and patient demographics around those appointments. And with a couple of quick reports and some pivot tables and whatnot, we've got the information they need and they're happy and they're ready to go. If you're hospital owned and they're asking for all kinds of information out of your PM system, I'd love to help you. What I want to do today is replicate this pivot chart, but I want to do it a little bit different way. If I've got raw data here and I don't necessarily have a pivot table built yet, and I know I'm going to do a pivot chart and I want to do it from scratch, I want to build the pivot chart as I go as opposed to do the pivot table first and then create the chart. Excel will let you do that. And if I'm in the middle of this data here, I can go to the insert menu, and instead of clicking pivot table here, if I click on this drop down, see pivot chart, what pivot chart will do is it'll say, hey, we'll build the pivot chart as we go. We'll put it on a new worksheet and we'll click OK. So now I've got the pivot table and the pivot chart right next to it. And let's figure out what we need to do. We need to count patients. So we'll put those patients there. And then we need the E&M coding level there. And we need the provider over here. And then we need to come over here and show values as a percentage of the column. And then we need to come over here. And we have essentially what we need, but let's just make the chart type match. So we're going to change the chart type over here and make it line instead of column. Click OK. And then it's just a matter of book, cross, note, ribbon, and shield. Book, cross, note, ribbon, shield. We'll take away sky. And we've created here what we had here. Now this one has the numbers because I was playing with it. But if we come back and show values as the percentage, there's the same percentage as that. So what I wanted to show you this time is, hey, if you know you're going to do a pivot chart from scratch, and from the moment you look at the data, you say, I know I've got to chart this. If it's helpful for you, you can watch the chart go as you create the pivot table and see all the pieces come together as you create the pivot table. If it's helpful for you, great. You can go to the insert menu. I better get to data so I can show you. And choose pivot chart. 98 times out of 100, I'll create the pivot table first, get it most of the way there, and I'll say, all right, now I'm ready. I'll do the pivot chart by either clicking, there we go, in the options menu and creating a pivot chart, or going to the insert menu and choosing the type of chart I want. But if you want to do a pivot chart from scratch, that's how to do it. I hope that was helpful for you. Thanks for watching.